Oh, this is where the journey's going to begin. Here out in the middle of the thick bush. As you can see, nothing but woods. And more woods, a river, and my car. That's right. Today's goal: to survive with what I have on me. Start with over here. We have a water bottle, holds 22 ounces. It's full. I'm bringing my car key with me. That could be useful. I also have a backup bottle of water here. And I am also carrying with me, don't know if you can see it back there, but I have a 5-liter dry bag. In my kit, all I have is a little bush stove that burns on alcohol, which it is full, and I have 2 pouches of ready to make soup. All I have to do is add hot water. So I got about enough food for 2 days, 3 if I stretch it. But however, gotta be home by dark. Show you exactly where I am. That's right, Humore Park, City of Easton, and this is where I have to survive. I'll be out here alone for the most part for the next 2 hours. And all I got is enough food for about 2 days, roughly 3 if I stretch it. I also have 150 feet of paracord. For what? I don't know yet. Oh, I did not bring any matches to light my stove. So we're gonna have to figure out another way to do that with whatever I have on me. I got 2 pocket knives. Why 2? Producer of the show thought it'd be a good idea to have 2. We're currently just traversing these thick woods. Have to locate an area to make lunch. And one day I'll be sitting around a campfire telling the story to somebody. And when I do, this here is the steep ravine I had to come down, which in reality, there's a half-paved path right there. So yeah, that was a steep ravine I had to traverse to get here. But no, really, folks, I'm out here to look at the ruins, believe it or not. That's right, ruins. City of Easton has ruins hidden back here in Humore Park. We're coming up to one right now. This gets you a good shot of it. Back there, that's the Lehigh River. Yeah, that one's the Lehigh. And over here, as you can see, it's old ruin. I don't know, it might be 100 years old roughly, I guess. There's abouts. Take you up the other side. The old remnants of a building of some sorts. I can't say exactly what. I'm sure the county archives will have something on record about it. Oh, looks like somebody wrecked their boat. You can see down in there. Or it could just be a piece of aluminum siding that somebody threw in the river. Shame on them. Anyway. Yeah, this is the ruins of some type of a building. Probably somebody's house who lived along this river. And not too far from where we are right now. In fact, pretty much in canal territory. And to be honest, over that berm right there is the canal. Ooh, survival's rough. There are more ruins like that one. We're gonna hike along and find them. Little piece of Easton history. Put these on so I can actually see what I'm doing. Whew. I'm out here completely cut off from the rest of the world. By the way, did I mention I'm filming this on my cell phone? We have here, this here is not a ruin. It's just an old rotted out tree. Yeah. I think it might be a birch tree. It doesn't look like birch bark though, so it's not a birch tree. It's probably the same kind of tree as that. What's that, tulip poplar maybe? That looks like a tulip poplar right there. Quite possible. For those of you watching and wondering exactly where Humore Park is, it's Easton, Pennsylvania. East coast of the United States, eastern woodlands. Ooh. I tell you, let me set this down here. I'm going to adjust my selfie stick. I'm going to try and make this whole video without any cuts because I'll be perfectly honest with you. I'm not a cameraman and I have no idea what I'm doing. But I am an outdoors guy. And I've been here plenty of times. One hell of a place to have to survive. I'm walking off the beaten path, which is something you should probably never do. Whew. See if we can catch these boulders. And there we go. These big boulders were put here. Why, I don't know. I guess just for set dressing. I don't know. They do seem like they go together. It's like a jigsaw puzzle there. Why would they pick this spot? This looks like, as you can see, it's paved. Some kind of a parking lot. Why, I don't know. You'd lay down the parking lot. They got the road closed off up there for some odd reason, so I'm assuming the ongoing construction of this area, which has been ongoing for a couple of years now. I mean, what are my tax dollars paying for here, huh? Okay, we're going over that way. We're gonna cut across the grass because it's more fun. Did I mention? I'm also out here to break in my new pair of boots. Before I go hiking anywhere, where I'm gonna have to rely on my feet, break in the boots. That's a mistake I've made a couple of times before. New boots, take them out. No matter how outdoorsy you are, when your feet get to telling you no, then you will no longer go. You got stuck somewhere, hooched up in a little rainstorm, feet hurting. You don't even want to walk around to try and put up a tent or a shelter. Yeah, all you want to do is just get off your feet. Well, not today. I'm breaking in the boots. Because as you can see, there's a bench just beyond them rocks and boulders. So if I need to take a seat, I'm sure there's another bench right around the next corner. This is the bike path. Now I'm hooked on my shirt. There we go. This is the bike path. It's been here a long time. This part is relatively new. They've been cutting into these woods for umpteen years, laying in this bike path. It goes all the way down to downtown Easton, where the Delaware River meets the Lehigh River. The canal is right over there. And that's also where the two canals meet. Historical significance of the canals: they used to haul coal way back in the day, and just about anything that went by way of the rivers between Philadelphia and, well, hell, even further north than here. I know between Philadelphia and Jim Thorpe for sure, and possibly even farther. We're not hiking the entire canal today. Oh no. Currently heading southish. Yeah. Okay, south is behind me. And that's generally where this is going. Except, as you can see, road into the woods splits in twain. And I shall take the road less traveled by. Say goodbye to the pavement. Let's see where this goes. If I make this shorter, it will stop hurting my wrist so much. My daughter said she wants a selfie stick. I said, I wonder what the big deal is. It's just a selfie stick, right? Here I am with my own selfie stick. Like I mentioned earlier, it's always under construction. All this wood here, let me flip you around so you can see it. There we go. All that That's all saw cut. That ain't Mother Nature doing it. And this here, not even like a real road. They just run trucks and bulldozers back through here so much that it gets so matted down. Over here, more construction. Oh man, this sucks. I can't read it. It's alright though. I do this cameraman stuff on the weekends. And no, I don't have a lighter with me to light my stove. No matches, no lighter. And for the past couple of days, we've had nothing but rain. What am I going to do? I don't know, but I really don't feel like trying to hike over that today. All that back there, I don't want to go over it. I know there's more ruins back in here, but I haven't taken this particular road to get to them. We may go back to the paved road just to be lazy. What's this? Heck of a thing to find out in the woods. Somebody's blanket. No doubt in my mind that folks probably hunker out here. There is a large homeless population in Easton, and they've got pushed out of town so far that they come down here to the state park and call it home for a night. I will say this. They don't leave a whole lot of telltale signs. This here, see if I can get it on camera, is a railroad tie. It's also a good place to come down and look for old railroad spikes. For those of you into railroad spikes, those home blacksmithers make tools, knives. See if we can get this on camera here. Right there on top of the moss, we got some, looks like tinder fungus growing. No, I'm not going to get into the tinder fungus. No need for that. Yeah, no need. Although, it would help a little bit to start a fire, wouldn't it? Not really feeling like picking up mushrooms right now. This here, great big clearing where they're going to build something. What they're going to build, I have no idea. But, however, this is one of the other ruins. See behind me, that retaining wall. That's not brand new. That retaining wall is a wall from probably somebody's house. Quite possibly a lock tender's house. And as you can see, this here we go. These are bulldozer tracks or payloader tracks. Machines that are much bigger than I am. Yeah, this right here, this wall. Camera's on that side, so I'm gonna point to right there. That wall right there. In fact, I'll stand in front of it. Here it is. That wall right behind him here is a ruin of some kind. My guess, just my guess, from where it is, go on top of the hill here, see a little bit more of it. It was not built just for aesthetics on the bike path. This was a part of some building that was here. Because where it is along the canal, which we're coming up on right now, canal is right there behind me. And can we see all that behind me? Hello. That big retaining wall right there. It's not a retaining wall. That was part of a building. More than likely, from where we are here on the canal, it was someone who tended the canal. Because I am currently standing on what is the towpath for the mules that would pull the canal. So somebody lived over there. Yep. Now, houses weren't the only thing that was along the canal. A couple of shops. Blacksmith shop. Just about any smith you can think of was along the canal. Like right here. Right down in here. Yeah, it was like pretty much its own little city. You'd have the city of Easton, which was up there. Across the canal and up that hill is Southside Easton. Part of town I grew up in. That's Glendon, and on top of the big hill is Southside Easton. And this, what I'm standing on right now, the grassy area, towpath. All of this, this is where the mules would walk where I'm standing. And all this back here was essentially the canal world. More ruins. Right here. Flip you around so you can see it. There we go. Crooked angle. See if I can get something flatter here. There. Where's that camera at? On that side. More ruins right there. Whole thing. Now someone's house. Home or something. Shop of some kind. Now we're talking. We're going back a long, long time. Like, we're talking Civil War days, even earlier. One thing that this canal is lacking in, postmarks of, like, along here there should be something telling you what was here. It used to be the site of something, 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 something. Oh, 1:30 in the afternoon. Getting a little hungry. See if we can see that big old mountainous rock back there. Where is Can't quite see it. Let me get closer. There we go. Some kind of mountainous rock. Don't know exactly what that is. Here's something I remember these as a little kid. If you see them, those are old telegraph poles. Yeah. Old telegraph poles. Gotta remember to keep looking at the camera on the front here. Otherwise, it looks like I'm looking all over God's creation. Take an up close look at one of these telegraph poles and then go looking for a place to hunker down and do some kind of cooking. I really don't feel like sitting on the ground. Ooh. Alright, this is looks like some sort of what I'm walking is like some sort of a deer trail or something, because that was all matted down, like someone or something's been walking through there. All we got down here, bunch of logs. This is not like professional logging, it's just stuff they cleared for the bike path. Yeah. And I do believe we're standing on some sort of judging by the rocks here, I'm thinking this was at one time part of a building. We'll go a little further down. Yes. Ferns. Ferny-like things. Half a chance of finding some fiddleheads. I didn't see any like little baby ones. The fiddleheads, I of course can eat. However, I really didn't feel like getting down on my hands and knees and really looking. Okay, we're up at the first telegraph pole. Here's what we got. Let me flip this around. There we go. And back out a little bit. Give you a look-see. There's the pavement. And here's our telegraph pole. Telegraph pole. Good to come here if you're a home blacksmither, and now you're looking at the grass. Here we go. If you're a home blacksmither, stuff like this. That old iron, that old steel there. Come by with a reciprocating saw, chop that one piece off, and then take that off at your leisure. There you can get, I'd make a decent knife out of a section of that. However, let's try and film all that down there. That is not just some great big random ditch. The ruin we saw down there, that was somebody's building. This is some kind of a flat for, I don't know, but I do know the river is just beyond there. So I'm willing to bet at one point in time the river did come up this high. I do know what it's like down there. The ground is really soft. So if I were somebody who had a building out here, I can see why. I can see why they no longer use it. That river, right now it's a lot lower than it was 250 years ago. More telegraph poles. Now the great big bike path we're walking on here, a lot of this, the dirt that's underneath the pavement, was a lot of it was man-made dirt. When they dug the canal, all the dirt went off to the side, hence creating the tow path and what is now the bike path. These, I believe, are wild grapes. Let me see if I can get a good shot of these for you. Do I know that for sure? No, I don't. And that's a chance I don't really want to take. Let's see here. I believe it's wild something. Could be blueberries, if possible. But the fact that a lot of them are still here and animals haven't gotten to them, they don't look ripe though. Like really small. And since I don't know exactly what that is, I'm gonna leave it. But there is a lot of these things. I'm not sure. Out here we got blueberries and black raspberries and blackberries. Probably just blueberries, but if they ain't ripe, they're really bitter and could cause a little bit of gut rot. And back here, see that wall? Another ruin. Yep, this is where there was a lock here at one point. Oh yeah, turn this around. That was some kind of a lock or something for the canal boat itself. We're not going to go too much farther before I got to find a spot to take a seat, start a fire somehow, some way. Plenty of dead wood around.